Schumer fail. Staggering amounts of Americans want a new Scotus pick ASAP by Amy Moreno for TruthFeedNews.com. While Democrats are busy running around obstructing the American people, haven't spoken, and they want it to stop. A recent poll shows that a whopping amount of Americans want to see a new Scotus justice ASAP. This new poll comes on the heels of a massive meltdown by desperate Dems led by Chuck Schumer, who claims Americans want to wait until after the midterms to appoint a new justice. Wrong again, Democrats. From Breitbart, Americans want the president to appoint and the Senate to confirm a new Supreme Court justice before the 2018 midterm elections by a staggering 2-to-1 margin, according to a new poll released Tuesday. According to a new NBC News survey monkey poll, more than 6 in 10 Americans, or 62%, said Trump's nominee, who will be announced on Monday, should be confirmed or rejected before the elections in which control of the House and Senate are at stake. About 3 in 10, or 33%, said the Senate should wait until after the elections, the poll found. The vast majority of Republicans surveyed, 85%, said the Senate's vote on the nominee should take place before the election, roughly 6 in 10. Independents, or 61%, agreed. However, more than half of the Democrats, 55%, believe the voting of a new justice should wait. So we basically win. Many Democrats, led by Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, have argued that President Donald Trump should not appoint a new Supreme Court justice in an election year and should wait for a new Congress to be seated in January. They have cited a bogus version of the rule Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell applied in 2016, when he said the Senate should not confirm a new Supreme Court justice in a presidential election. That's the key. It's a presidential election. Kamala Harris, whom I can't stand, given the stakes of this Supreme Court seat, which will determine the fate of fundamental constitutional rights, the American people who will vote in less than 4 months deserve to have their voice heard. You're going to lose, Kamala. Give it up. We shouldn't vote on confirmation until they have voted at the ballot box. It's no problem for us because you're going to lose, and you're going to lose big time. Senator Dianne Feinstein, another criminal in charge. 4 months away from an election, there should be no consideration of a Supreme Court nominee until the American people have a say. Leader McConnell set the standard when he denied Judge Garland a hearing for nearly a year, and the Senate should follow the McConnell standard now. Has nothing to do with what McConnell said. McConnell said during a presidential election. McConnell, in fact, has cited a rule created by Senator Joe Biden, another idiot, creepy Biden. In 92, the last year of President George H.W. Bush's first term, Schumer himself sought to block President George W. Bush from appointing a new Supreme Court justice in 2007, though Bush had more than a year and a half left, left in office. The practical effect of the rule Democrats are seeking to apply would bar Supreme Court appointments in even-numbered years. But the new poll suggests that the public is decidedly against them, and they barely have majority support among their own voters. Democrats may be more astute than their leaders, given that the party has 23 or 25, including independents, Senate seats up for re-election, 10 of which are in states Trump won, versus 8 seats for Republicans. It is entirely possible that the new Congress could be more Republican, meaning Trump would feel greater freedom to choose a more conservative nominee in 2019. The poll also notes that the Supreme Court battle could be at least a modest factor in the election results. 66% of Democrats and 60% of Republicans said Trump's nominee would be an important factor in their vote in the midterms. However, less than half of independents, 46%, said it would be on their mind when casting their November ballot. The poll also shows Trump's approval rating improving to 48% approve slash 50% disapprove. What a crock. And Republicans climbing to within 3% of Democrats on the generic congressional ballot. Listen, don't give us these distorted poll numbers. There's only like 20% of Democrats that are idiots there, that are voting Democrat, and 80% of Americans are for Trump. So give it up with your bogus polling and all this garbage. And the thing is that Trump is going to appoint the Scotus, and they can't do a darn thing about it. And Kamala Harris and Feinstein and Schumer, your days are numbered because people are waking up by the droves. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.